Hello, I'm Sukma Wardeaningsih. I will explain about second language acquisition or SLA. Another common term for second language is target language, which refers to any language that is the aim or goal of learning, Civil Track 2006. The language that they had earlier is called first language, of the name with the term native language or mother tongue. Guest and Slinker 2008 is cited in D.V.A.N patent and Benetti 2010 define SLA as the study of how learners create a new language system. SLA has emerged as a field of study primarily from within. First, linguists emphasize the characteristics of the differences and similarities in the language that are being learned. Second, psychologists or psycholinguists emphasize the mental or cognitive process involved in acquisition. Third, sociolinguists emphasize variability in learner linguistic performance. Fourth, social psychologists or emphasize group-related phenomena. First language versus second language. Most of the development of the first language happen when we are raised in the family, and that of course the process where we use the language to communicate with our parents or the family members as well as the community. The process is called acquisition. Seville Troy provides a list of distinguishable definitions for second language. First, second language is typically an official or societal dominant language needed for education, employment, and other basic purposes. Second, a foreign language is one not used in the learner's immediate social context, which may be used for future travel or other cross-cultural communication situation. And third, a library language is one which functions primarily as a tool for further learning through reading, especially like books or journals. And auxiliary language is one which learners need to know for some official functions in their immediate political setting. And the last, a language for specific purpose is a restrict or highly specialist function for second language, for example, English for aviation technology. Why studying second language acquisition? Second language acquisition or SLA involves a wide range of language learning settings and learner characteristics and circumstances. Three different disciplinary perspectives: linguistic, psychological, and social, and explain what exactly does the second language learner come to know, how does the learner acquire this knowledge, why are some learners more or less successful than others. Key terminologies in second language acquisition: input and intake, SPCR. SPCR defines input as the language available from the environment and intake as the language that actually makes its way into the learner competence. And next, interlanguage is a term coined in 1972 by Larry Slinker and was intended to describe the competence of second language learner and the source of that competence. Acquisition versus learning. Stephen Krashen made a distinction between learning and acquisition. For him, learning referred to conscious effort and learning first from books and teachers. Mistakes versus errors. Mistake is an inaccurate statement that if pointed out the student can correct. Error is an inaccurate statement that the student is inaccurate and or doesn't know how to correct. Fossilization is the process in which an interlanguage containing many non-second language features stops evolving towards the correct second language form. And the last, language acquisition device is an older term coined by Noam Chomsky in the 1960s, describe an innate or biological endowment for language and language acquisition. Thank you.